Morning, everyone. Today is September 6th, and I am recording another Natural Magic video. Apologize there couldn't be one last week, but circumstances just did not allow me to make any videos last week. Right, so we are currently in the change called darkness. Today there is more energy, but yesterday was full-on strong darkness. Now, before I go further, I want to talk about hurricanes. First of all, tornadoes and hurricanes, you have these, like supercells, you have these vast potential energy differences, and then a vortex that comes down, it connects the two. It's a current connection. Well, hurricanes are just huge versions of that. Why are we having so many extra hurricanes? Because the sun is actually having more generation right now, or the Earth and sun are working together to create more generation. We currently have a coronal mass ejection arriving tonight. Last night there was an ejection of an X-class solar flare. We have a proton storm that's happening. So volcanoes, earthquakes, and more vortices, cyclones are all going to be really common right now. Irma is going to be no joke. It's going to be a serious storm. And I noticed that on its northward journey, it's going to be making its way towards the Smokies, which of course is a place of high potential electric energy charge. It's going to go right over Stone Mountain, I believe, as well. So seeking that extra energy charge to keep itself going is what I'm thinking that this storm is going to do. Jose is probably going to strengthen as well, and I imagine there's probably going to be some more hurricanes. So just to be aware that there is a lot of energy. There's going to be, of course, by the time Irma gets to Kentucky, there's going to be actually, according to the models, wind reversal. So it'd be fairly chaotic. So in protecting yourself, remember not to just to look at yourself and go, I need to be better, but look around you and be careful. People will be driving pretty nuts. There may actually be some bad events. First patient of the day, unfortunately their dog is having seizures, so too much energy for animals. I saw someone posted yesterday also about a couple nights ago there was a suicide. So there's going to be a lot of chaotic energy, a lot of bad reversal of energy. Remember to rectify yourself and start with yourself in that by working on your chi, like maybe you're just drinking some ginger tea or green tea, astragalus tea to strengthen yourself. And whatever you're doing to keep this vortex going the direction it needs to go, because when these events happen, everyone's going to experience them. Now, not everybody's going to have a reaction, but something could occur, and that's what you need to work on rectifying. So back to darkness. Darkness is developmental. Now, difficulty at the beginning, that was last week. It was difficult, just the way it was, okay? Difficulty is also a path to Tao. Darkness, though, when we say developmental, we mean developmental of the self, especially if you focus on the Jing, focus on the essence. Whatever reason, for the last 12 to 14 hours, my left foot has been zzz, 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 and it's going right now. And so Jing is an incredibly important discussion for darkness. What is Jing? Jing essence is a subtle, thicker, slower energy chi that becomes the foundation and root for most of the fluids, semen, ovum, marrow, all that stuff inside the body. It's the heavier, thicker stuff. The reason why we consume animals is because that's a quicker way to get Jing than looking for sticky foods. Obviously, the reason why vegetarians lose weight is there's not much Jing in plants. In nuts and fruits, there's more. In tubers and things that we eat in the fall, like gourds, there's more. Potatoes, there's more Jing. But overall, much harder to get Jing that way as compared to with animals. It may be the thing that you do because you have a moral objection. It's fine. But just know that at this time of year, you want to start working on your reserves for winter. And, of course, not overdoing it and becoming too overweight, but working on a way of building Jing. And you will know that you have Jing by your earlobes, by your cheeks, the luster of your body, you need to build up your essence for what's coming. And I'm not talking about hurricanes, and I'm not talking about Trump. I'm talking about the changes that are happening in the universe. If you are going to walk this path and actually work with the white side, with natural magic, then you need to be prepared for all the changes that are coming in this new age. The Earth wobble, the precession, and the movement of our solar system back above the plane of dust in the Milky Way is going to accelerate the amount of energy that's going to be around us, which means there's going to be more chaos, and there's going to be more change. The changes will accelerate, and their acceleration is going to age people. So how do you avoid aging before your time? Essence. You need to have essence. It's not just about vital chi, having the motive force. Yeah, you do need to have motive force, but if you had nothing but motive force and you were like a young person all the time, you would age even quicker, according to science, right? Your cells replicating quicker and quicker, the telomeres are going to break down. So you need essence, because essence is what repairs those DNA structures and it keeps the cells young. That also means you got to keep getting toxins out of the body. It's going to be harder because we've accelerated in our society the amount of toxins around us. Heavy metals, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, poisonous pharmaceuticals that are in the water, and of course things that they're spraying on the ground, mosquito sprays. All this stuff will age and steal essence. If you already have a condition of latent heat pathogen, like do you have big bumps, red bumps on your tongue, or even in the back of the tongue, like little mounds, those are all bad signs of things that are getting into your essence. You need to work on clearing those blockages way before you ever consider doing Kundalini or doing, even the small circle of heaven. Although if you do it right, the small circle of heaven will help you clear latent heat pathogen. But you need to chase these heat toxins and dew toxins out of the body. If you don't, you won't really be able to practice natural magic at all, because just as soon as you start to make a manifestation or make a change, basically it'll be stolen right from you. You'll make the sacrifice with the essence, right? You'll maybe manifest something and you will put time and effort, but it will be stolen from you right at the end. And that will happen repeatedly until you just age and give up. Basically, your willpower totally diminished. So that's the main thing that I need you to understand about darkness, is that it's developmental. If you know how to step through it, please go read Darkness, which is number 4 from the I Ching. But bear in mind that a lot of things are going to be stealing essence over these years, and it is a new thing for us. Right? The ancients knew about it, but we're just learning. People like Graham Hancock and Alan Wilson, these guys have tried to reveal to us what has happened in the past, the signs that the ancients left at places like Göbekli Tepe and Giza, and in Mexico and Peru. They were trying to reveal to us, but we are going to experience these changes firsthand. The eclipse was just the first, basically like the starting point, and now it's going to accelerate. Okay, so work on your defenses by strengthening your reserves. Think of it militarily. You need reserves. What does it say in the Art of War? An army is going to consume vast amounts of reserves in terms of food and other resources. So you need to have reserves, and don't be over the top in terms of spreading yourself thin. Now I'm really bad about that, but at the same time, I'm at the height of my chi. I can do a little bit more. If you aren't in that position, if you haven't already restored your chi to where it's automatically replenishing and circulating all the time and getting things out, if you can't feel things being pushed through the joints and out the hands, then you have no business doing, for sure, you shouldn't be doing ritual magic, because you're just going to destroy your own karma. And you for sure also should not be doing things like Kundalini Yoga unless you just want to take the risk of getting Qigong psychosis. Kundalini syndrome is a no-joke condition. Okay, so please don't get into advanced stuff until you have laid these foundations within you. All right, that's the lesson for today. I hope you liked the video. Please like, share, subscribe. Recommend it to other people, and have them start with the first video. Okay, don't start them here, because they're going to be like, who is this guy and what is this all about? Remember that these things are theoretical, but they are not woo-woo theory. They are practical steps to avoid dangers and disasters in our life, what are called the heavenly disasters, and to maintain and achieve so that, as the Neya says, there is no place for the animals to put their claws. All right, so try that out, and if you have questions, be sure to send them my way. You can also follow me on Twitter at Shifuc. That's SHIFUC. You can always tweet me if you have a message. I'm also on Facebook, and we have the Complete Reality Taoist group. We've got my school group, the Wu Taodi Academy. So there's lots of ways to get a hold of me. Just let me know if you need any help. I'll see you later.